Hey everybody, it's me, Edward Jones, back with a new video. This is me talking about the aftermath of Hurricane Florence, and just give you a run through about some of the stuff that's happened over here. In Columbia, South Carolina, all we got was a lot of rain, and it was like just mostly mist. There was a few there was a little bit of heavy rain last night. I'm recording this on Wednesday, September 19th. And there was a little bit of heavy rain last night, but nothing, all that serious. There wasn't any flooding in Columbia. No, I didn't hear any reports of the sort. My grandparents, they're in Manning, South Carolina, and they said that all they got was this bunch of rain and some wind. We got some wind too, but it was nothing damaging. I knew it was gonna be I knew it was gonna be people were preparing because I think a few days before, I think I went to the store on Tuesday, and nearly all the bread was gone, and there were there were pallets with cases of water, 24 packs, and just for anticipation of people buying a bunch of water. Um, and there was still some milk on the shelf, so I guess it wasn't that outrageous. You didn't have a lot of people making water and milk sandwiches during the hurricane. But as far as things went in Colombia, it was hardly anything. Just I guess it just rained. It wasn't even It was like just a few days straight of misty rain. Then it stopped, then it rained again, then it stopped. So that's all it was. Um, Unfortunately, I heard of 5 deaths in North Carolina. I first heard of two, the parent and the child, and I later heard of a few more people died. So as far as I know, the total death count um, in the southeast was at 5. If you guys heard any other reports, please leave a link in the comment section. Um, any of my subscribers or any viewers in North Carolina, please share your stories. Now the ugly. I want to say something to those savages over in Wilmington who looted a Dollar General. That was no, the Family Dollar. Family Dollar. So no, Dollar General. Their color scheme is black and yellow, and Family Dollar is red and yellow and white. Yeah, so you savages, you monkeys that went ahead and looted that store. I wish there were some roof Koreans over there. For those of you who know your history, I hope you know I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. I saw the news reports of these people looting a Family Dollar across the street. Obviously, it was across the street from a housing project, and they looted the place. Now, you can say that the place was damaged, that it could have been damaged from some flooding, and it wasn't damaged from flooding. In fact, it looked like in Wilmington, around where the looting happened, they didn't have, but they probably had the same amount of rain that we had. And these people, and there was a news reporter. She caught the video. I'm pretty sure many of you saw it. She was asking people, why are you looting? This is wrong. And people saying, well, maybe they could have just gotten things they needed. Well, apparently there was a church 6 miles, I think, running either direction from that Family Dollar, where they were giving out free supplies. So, like I said, I wish there were some roof Koreans there to put a stop to that mess. But what a way to you know take advantage of a bad situation. So, but that happened over there. I didn't hear any looting that happened over here in Columbia, thankfully, or in Manning. Um, in fact, I gotta say, I think most places that where I live, I haven't heard. I don't think there was ever any looting. I did a story a while back where I talked about the ice storm that we had in Manning in 2004. I was 14, and Manning's a relatively small town, and there was no looting that happened. I remember when a friend of mine, we went over to Walmart, and all the lights were out. So what they did was they had employees let people in. They let 4 customers at a time, and they have flashlights, and they said, "What'd you need?" I said, "Well, we just needed some batteries. We need some D batteries for the radio we had at my grandparents' house." And they tracked us over to where the batteries were. We picked it up. And I remember we went to the IGA. And that was the first time I've ever seen bread and water aisles basically bare shelf, and there was no looting happening over there either. So I figured maybe there's some people have better senses than others. Some people just some people just are afraid of getting shot. But that's the experience I've had in terms of disasters, and there was no looting had occurred. But please, any of my subscribers who are out there in places where you may have been hit the hardest, please share your thoughts. Make a video response. I hope everybody is able to recover, from the storm. I hope property damage wasn't too high for many people out there. But even if it was, hopefully you were able to get you and your loved ones to safety. Please share your thoughts in the comment section. If you want to make a donation to the channel, just go to the homepage, look for the Give It That Cheese button, and you can make a PayPal donation of any amount you like. And the money goes towards various projects. Any gripes, complaints, send me a PM. I see if I can address them. But this is my video. Just doing share my thoughts on the aftermath of Hurricane Florence. I'm Edward Jones, and you guys take care.